Hey guys, it's Abhimanyu, and today I have for you team deathmatch on everyone's favorite map, Downturn. And don't tell me that you don't like this map, because I know that you do, because everyone loves this map and they vote for it all the time. So we play, Downturn. Every second game is Downturn. Nah, I'm just kidding. No one wants to play this map. So I thought for a change it would be fun if I bring you a team deathmatch on Downturn. And just like as you could see this, as you could saw this guy here, this lobby people camped really hard, and it was not my first game in this lobby, so I knew what to expect. This is why I did play a little bit more defensive than I usually do, because if you play like players like that, you do have to check every corner and play a bit more careful. So it's a little bit slower paced game. But this is also what inspired me. I would like to talk today a little bit about Black Ops 2 camping. And some times ago, to look at this guy. This is the way they were playing. Look at him. It's just amazing. So you have to play a bit more careful. But Treyarch announced that in Black Ops 2. People that will use Ghost, if they don't move and you have Radar, they will, if they sit in a corner, they will still appear on your Radar. And there were quite a few directors discussing this on YouTube, and will this make a change? Will there be less people camping? Will this be effective and stuff like that? And to be completely honest, I personally think this will make absolutely no change. First, how often when you play with a random team, okay, if you play, if you have a team of friends that play and you decided everyone wants to use the UAV, then that's a bit different. Then you have UAV all the time. But if you play with a random team, how often do you have UAV? I don't know, 15-20% of the time that you play. So it means that 80% of the time it doesn't really matter if they use Ghost or how that Ghost works, because you don't have UAV anyway. So it doesn't really affect the game that much. But on the other side, Ghost is not what makes people camp, and it's also not what makes camping that effective. There are other things that are more important. What makes people camp and what makes camping effective. And what makes people camp is basically skill streaks. What is the reward for camping? And basically the only reward for camping is it's skill streaks. And here are the one thing that I would like to tell you. There were a lot of people complaining about Ghost in Black Ops 1. Firstly, I never thought that Black Ops was a powerful perk, because a lot of people were complaining that it's overpowerful. I think Ghost is a relatively weak perk. The problem is that it's a perk that is annoying. It is one of those perks that doesn't make the game better, but makes a game worse. It makes the game slow paced. Even when you have UAV, you still have to be careful, and therefore you have to play a little bit slower. I think it's one of those perks. If I could, I would remove it from the game, but on the other hand, it doesn't bother me that much because it's very powerful. And when it comes to camping, one thing you have to understand, and this is what I'm realizing in the last 2 months that I'm playing on a console. For those of you who don't play only on the PC, you don't know what really camping is, because the way guys on a console camp, this is unbelievable. You see people sitting in a corner that are already 20 prestige and have a golden camo gun, and they just still sitting in places I didn't even know you can climb on such places when I play on the PC. The guys on the console are sometimes crazy the way they play, and so I do understand some people complaining, because camping is a lot worse on the console than it is on the PC. So therefore I do understand a lot of people complaining about Ghost, but the Ghost is not the problem here. Now, one thing that Black Ops did right, the main reason why people camp are kill streaks. There's no other reward for camping than kill streaks. And one thing that Black Ops did right, in my opinion, I know that not everyone likes that, but if we look from the perspective here that you don't want to have camping in the game, then kill streaks should not stack. Now, I know some of you like kill streaks to stack. I like if they don't stack, but I also don't care that much if they do. But if kill streak don't stack, then rewards for camping are a lot smaller, and it's harder to get these kill streaks. You're not going to get dogs in Black Ops by sitting in one corner. No way you will get 11 kills by sitting in one corner. Someone will take you out for sure. While in Modern Warfare 3, you put on hardline, and all you have to do is get 4 kills, and with a little bit of luck from Predator you can get easy up to Reaper, sometimes maybe even up to Payload, just without getting another kill with your gun. And Black Ops 2, it seems to be somewhere in between. The kill streaks will stack, but kills that you get with your other kill streaks will not count as much as kills with your gun. So you know, there will be somewhere in between, and I think that is actually quite a good idea. They did it. They go somewhere in between, and everyone is probably going to be happy. Another thing, what makes camping effective are maps, how camp friendly maps are. And once again, I think Black Ops was, out of all Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4, camping was, in my opinion, the least effective. There weren't many camping spots, and there were a lot of ways to flank campers, and maps were really simple. There weren't many head glitching spots. Like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare and 3 were both quite friendly for camping. Modern Warfare 2 had a lot of camping spots. The maps were open, the maps were simple, there weren't many head glitching spots, but it had a lot of this powerful position where you could set up, you know, especially in Modern Warfare 2, where you could have two claymores with scavenger, and you will set one claymore on one side and one on the other side, and you will have a primary gun and still shotgun as a secondary. Camping was very effective. In Modern Warfare 3 there aren't many that powerful camping spots, but so many, just like this map. Look at how many head glitching spots are there. You know, you can just take cover over dumpster or a broken car, and for those of like me that like to rush, it's so hard because you never know where the enemies will just be head glitching. And another thing is a lot of these choke points, and just people just know exactly where you're coming from one side to another, and they can just lay prone and already aim down the side. And if they are waiting for you, it's really not much you can do. And I think Black Ops here was great. Black Ops didn't have many head glitching spots and stuff like that. It was very simple, not that many choke points. And my opinion is that Black Ops 2 will be somewhere in between. It seems that map will still be somewhat complex. Still enough head glitching spots to play defensive like that, but it does seem that from what I have seen from, you know, Gamescom footage, that maps are a lot more open, and there aren't that many, you know, these choke points and stuff like that. So in my opinion, like, if I could have to say something, some final word, my prediction is that camping in Black Ops 2 will be somewhere in between. It's not going to be as effective and as prominent as it is in Modern Warfare 3, but it's going to be more than in Black Ops 1. However, one thing that could make my prediction wrong is the fact that you will get a lot of points for playing the objective, that they will reward objective gameplay, and that could make people camp less. We still have to see. This is the first time that, you know, Call of Duty will have a huge reward for playing the objective. We will see how this will play. Will people camp less? We'll see about that. But, you know, we'll see. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I guess I'll see ya.